in that old abandoned fair. Check out that witchy lady's hair. No, I'm scared. Won't meet that weird hypnotist stare. Won't stay asleep in this nightmare. Won't take Satan worshippers' stairs. 'Cause I'm scared. When you're too scared to emit yelps, stuttering helps. When ghoulish fangs are freshly bared, stay scared. See that big scary vampire glare? That's not just a wolf at a were. I must get off this warlock's lair. I'm scared. Beware, where you won't be spared when that monster's nostrils flare. Just stay scared. Those gargoyles just travel in pairs, and mummies catch you unaware, and Jack the Ripper's on a tear. So stay scared. Stay scared. Stay scared. When the fad was hanging 10, the other cool thing was spooky fanged men. When it came to monsters, little kids were brave as their big brothers and sisters riding monster waves. Then the idea came a-creeping, there was gold to be mined. So one foggy summer night,
the fads were Frankenstein.
And it was rah, 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 back with surf guitar. Yeah, it was rah, 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 back with surf guitar. Get in your Beachmobile or your Dracula car and do the rah, 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 back with surf guitar. One was really happy, the other made you scream, and crudely stitched together, they tore at the seams. Frankenstein was confused, and that was dating Dr. X. Dracula was sunburned, Dick Dale was biting necks. The world was topsy-turvy, everything was a blur. Monsters wearing swim trunks
and surfers sprouting fur.
And it was rah, 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 back with surf guitar. Rah, 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 back with surf guitar. It makes no sense, but we've come this far, matching monster words with surf guitar. Hang loose.
Tubular.
Brody. Well, it's 50-some years later, and both fats faded the scene. One stayed on the coast, the other one to Halloween. But some still love the green skin, and some still love the sand. But the melding of these fads is now hard to understand. When a song comes on my laptop with echoed guitar strums, most hear a happy song, but it sure gives me goosebumps. And it was rah, 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 back with surf guitar. Rah, 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 back with surf guitar. They brought a tubular twang into the world of the bizarre. And it was rah, 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 back with surf guitar. How do you work these blasted drum machines? How about this button? No! Stop! No! All wrong. How about this one? Yeah, that's more like it. This'll show them. All right, let's turn that off for now. I'll turn on the bubble machine first. And the drums. It was late October, autumn chilled the air. My abode decorated with morbid uncare. Cobwebs were hung in the corners with hate, waiting for the monsters to be fashionably late. Yet I showered quite early in acid and drool, anticipating eager mummies swimming my fang-shaped pool. But I never would have guessed what would happen that night. My heart was not prepared for that eeriest fright.
And no one showed up
To my monster party.
Oh, no one showed up.
It never got started.
No one showed up.
I was broken-hearted.
No one showed up.
To my monster party. The fridge was all full of yummy, gross things like brain carpaccio and tear-basted bat wings. The plasma kegs were ordered last week, and the spicy jugular veins were not for the meek. All my spider spaghetti just got mushy. Look, you can't freeze eyeball tarts. That's like freezing sushi. Balloons were losing air that I freshly polluted, and the flumsicles all melted, and the cyanide's diluted.
And no one showed up.
To my monster party.
Oh, no one showed up.
All my leftovers are rotting.
No one showed up.
No visits from the departed.
No one showed up.
To my monster party. Now I guess I'm a loser, 'cause the spooky baby answered my evil vice with only a maybe. Party animals like wolfmen said they couldn't go, and the invisible man was even a no-show.
And no one showed up.
To my monster party.
Oh, no one showed up.
Dracula was more than tardy.
No one showed up.
No Zachary or Goulardi.
No one showed up.
To my monster
No one
party.
showed up.
To my monster party.
Oh, no one showed up.
I even bought Frankenstein some Bacardi.
No one showed up.
Okay, look, I ran out of rhymes for party.
No one showed up.
To my monster party. Oh, look at all this stuff. Where am I gonna put it? I gotta throw everything away. What a waste. $86 for deep-fried rats. I'm gonna kill Nosferatu. Said he was coming for sure. Yeah, right. Jerk. Hate him. Oh, my kitty, I'm the loser. Sitting here singing to myself. I'm the monster. He was a hairy serial cannibal with sharp teeth. He didn't look so good, and he was worse underneath. He killed once a month when the moon was bright, so he could see the people that he ate and stare at their fright. And they would cry, cry, cry in a scream so high. And then he'd eat them and they'd finally die. Then he'd make his way through the woods and back home, and fall asleep until his next month's roam. One day he stalked a victim and he was stalked back. Before the cannibal knew it, he was attacked. A werewolf clawed and bit him right in the chest, and left a pentagram, the devil's crest. And then he cried, 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 and in the bloody grass lied, scared and in shock, wishing he had died. He couldn't get up until the very next night, when he became a werewolf in the full moon's light. Day on, he was cursed to grow 2 or 3 more hairs, which he thought was the worst. And his teeth were barely sharper and his life hardly changed. But this made the cannibal so very enraged, and he howled, why, oh why did this happen to me? I'm just a normal guy who likes to eat people when the moon is full, but now I have to eat people when the moon is why, oh why did this happen to me? I'm just a normal guy who likes to eat people. I'll million the sound found to provoke quenching a chill to fill the glee of don't oil my door. I wanna hear more. You know a monster expects how that sound affects the mortals who cringe at that rusty old hinge. Don't oil my door. Don't oil my door. It sounds so forlorn when that metal and wood streams the way that it should, like a mad screeching bat or an angry black cat. Don't oil my door for the sake of your being. Fears will never be few. Insist on this pointless math, such a mistake to make. Our Lord don't oil my. The esteemed Dr. Jekyll was at it again. Had a notion for a potion that transformed men, of how they would change. That explanation he'd shelf. He needed to experiment some more on himself. So he locked himself up in his basement lab, mixed some chemicals, and he took a stab at formulating the perfect concoction, and then he drank it down in one swift action. He started to choke, he couldn't breathe. He grasped his throat and fell to his knees. And when he came to, he looked into a mirror, and what he saw made him shake in fear. That's when Dr. Jekyll became Mr. Jekyll. He lost all his credentials. He couldn't practice, lost all his status and professional essentials. The women shrieked at the sight of his training. He had absolutely no education remaining. All his years in med school were flushed down the drain, and his peers all called him a shiftless no-brain. Oh, Dr. Jekyll, you're now Mr. Jekyll. You stupidly lost your knowledge. You gotta either find an antidote or enroll in community college.
What? Community college?
Community college.
You can't be serious.
Right.
No, you can't be serious.
Community college.
Are you daft? Fool. Don't call me a fool. I am not going to community
college.
Are you? No, I am not going to
community college.
I can't. No, not the community college.
Anything but that. No, please.
Community college.
No, please. No, I'll do anything. No, not community college. No. There's a place where cadavers dwell, inches from our home. They've got no flesh, they've got no tissue. Bone is all they own. Permanent grins on lipless teeth, gawking through hollow holes. No strangers to blood or snaking veins, or terrifying souls. The skeletons within us are slowly taking route. Under our skin is where they've been, but now they're breaking out. They strain and push to unbury themselves from this carnal grave. Salvation is our death, and our coffin is the home they crave. Dreams of hunger with the kingdom, paupers live in fear. Lives are shortened, bodies post-mortemed, and they're far too dry to shed a tear. Skeletons within us are grasping for our last breath. They see the frailty and smell mortality, seeking strength in death. So beware, beneath your goosebumps there's a rattle that's morbid hair. Take heed of the lurker who wears your corpse, fear to skull under your hair. The dreaded moment faces me, with hourglass in hand. Its faded face mirrors my fate, dissolving into sand. Its cloak the night shrouds my being, ignores while I implore. The hour of the wolf chimes grim, that I will be no more. My calendar has ended, its dates have hit the wall. Repose I have befriended, over is its only scrawl. The bony finger beckons me, and I obediently follow. My solemn dire harbinger, who leads me deep into a hollow. I'm stripped of all my substance, my last breath has been sold. The hour of the wolf house gloom, as I pass into the cold. My book's reached its back cover, my finale is revealed. No more left to discover, my journey's fiercely near. I was and is, now I is and was. Life was my biz, now death is my buzz. Why do I not exist? Well, it's just because I was and is, now I is and was. They used to sneak in my ass in the present tense, but now I am in the past at my own expense. My blood used to fizz like a living blood does, because I was and is, I is and was. I'm a was. I is a was. I is a was. I was and is. Now I is a was. Well, they used to write my name and then is would come next, but now when they write about me, was is what one expects. I was alive as kids, now I'm dead as pus, because I was and is. Get this, I is a was. I is a was. I is a was. I was and is. Now I is a was. The day was my sis, now the night is my cuz, because I was and is. Now I is a was. Hear me, baby? A was. I'm a was now. I'm wasn't right at you, baby. Yeah, you heard me. What?
live with it, 'cause I don't.
Cemetery where pallbearers carry memories of us, homed here and in their loss. Ostentatious and humble, powerful and crumbled. See the death beneath you, life ultimately bequeaths you. Towering rocks, our eternal stopped clocks, an old warden's teeth, with prisoners beneath, an immortal sentence, far too late for repentance. Old cemetery, teeming with gothic fairies, angels morose, as we decompose, loved ones crying, as our skulls lie smiling under monoliths engraved, wait forever in our grave. Old cemetery, No one recently buried, overfilled with our shells. No newcomer dwells. Long am I forgotten under this willow tree. I was so misbegotten as soon as I was conceived. I stumbled around so blindly over unknown terrain, a clumsy, shiftless zombie searching for a brain. And all I did was eat it, filling some unknown void, not knowing I was defeated before I had enjoyed life, life, life. I can't remember its face, and I know it can't remember me, this trifle petty space. You wept and tore your clothing when my flame had finally faded. Anger, sadness, loathing at what horrors had paraded. But now you have long forgotten your memory of me dismembered, blind to how I have gone rotten on your own fruitless journey to be remembered. Life, 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 I can't remember your face, and I know you can't remember me, this trifle petty space. Shrouded in bedlam, specters flicker at the end of your bed. Gaunt and lonely, friendly if only you can't move. Is it all in your head? And you hear moan, 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 groan, groan, groan in the darkness all alone. Drowsy yet panicking, is that a moving mannequin by your dressing area, so way across the room. Devils and spirits cackle, you can hear it. Wish you had some human lying right next to you. You still hear moan, 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 groan, 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 in the darkness all alone. Can we be all living here so alone? And you don't know it, too afraid to show it, even to yourself, but it is ultimately shown that your biggest fear is that nothing else is here. The only thing you see is etchings on your own tombstone. And you moan, 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 and you groan, 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 because you're in the darkness all alone. Moan, moan, groan, 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 because you're in the darkness all alone. Moan, moan, and you groan, 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 because you're